What's happening, guys, and welcome back to our channel. It's really true that 2021 was not the best year for movies due to pandemics. Marvel Studios, the cinematic powerhouse, made up for its disappearance in 2020 by producing 4 films and 5 television episodes in 2021. Here are the Marvel movies of 2021 ranked worst to best. Number 9, Eternals. Eternals' November premiere introduced viewers to a group of 10 immortal creatures who've been guarding the world for millennia. Sadly, Eternals did not live up to expectations, with reviews dismissing the film as mediocre. The MCU's 26th film was the first to obtain a terrible rating from the review site Rotten Tomatoes, while also having one of the highest audience ratings of all of the MCU films. Eternals had great expectations, especially with Academy Award-winning filmmaker Chloe Zhao at the helm. Still, the film fell short on almost every front, demoting it to the bottom of the list. Number 8, What If? What If was Marvel's first step into animation as far as the MCU is concerned, and it was used to tell a narrative that would have been difficult to tell in live action. The animated series investigated the universe by depicting significant MCU events in several realms. The lack of actual stakes, on the other hand, makes this one the MCU's most pointless effort, since it accomplished little to advance the MCU's plot and spread off in so many different ways that spectators were left wondering, what's the point? Number 7, Black Widow. Black Widow was Marvel Studios' first film following a 2-year hiatus. After 11 years as Natasha Romanoff in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Scarlett Johansson eventually got her movie. In between events of Captain America: Civil War and Avengers: Infinity War, the film included an unexpected family-centric tale that followed Natasha's exploits as a fugitive. The film has some bright spots, like Yelena, played by Florence Pugh, and Natasha's connection, and David Harbour's depiction of the Red Guardian. Still, it's a precursor to Natasha's death in Avengers: Endgame that hurt the film's stakes. Number 6, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. After Captain America, Chris Evans chose to pass the shield on to Sam Wilson, Anthony Mackie at the end of Endgame, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier coped with the fallout. The 6-episode series centered on Sam's moral dilemma in deciding whether to take on Captain America's mantle. The second season of Marvel's second show had some powerful social criticism on racial inequality and socioeconomic standing, as well as superb cinematic action and an espionage theme. Number 5, Hawkeye. The Hawkeye show finally offered Clint Barton, Jeremy Renner, an opportunity to step up as the last original Avenger to earn his project. The Christmas-themed Disney Plus show, which is based on Matt Fraction and David Aja's fan-favorite Hawkeye series between 2012 and 2015, featured a realistic and limited narrative about Clint taking on Kate Bishop, Haley Steinfeld, as his protege. Vincent D'Onofrio made his long-awaited comeback as the Kingpin, but this time as part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Number 4, Loki. Then there's Loki, Marvel's first villain-centric effort. The multiverse and variations were introduced to the MCU by Loki, 2 concepts that will be at the heart of many of the remaining Phase 4 films, including next year's Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. After 10 years as Loki, Tom Hiddleston was free to reveal a different aspect of the character. Number 3, WandaVision. WandaVision started off Phase 4 with a warped spin on the comedy genre, making it one of the unique MCU projects to date. The effect of Wanda Maximoff's losses as a member of the Avengers were eventually revealed to the audience. Wanda's grief was the focus of the play, which drove her to hold a whole town captive while creating a reality that reflected her ideal existence, influenced by the comedy she grew up watching. Number 2, Spider-Man: No Way Home. Spider-Man: No Way Home, the most recent cooperation between Sony and Marvel Studios, was the final MCU film of 2021. Tom Holland's Peter Parker battled adversaries across Spider-Man's 20-year cinematic career in No Way Home. This multiverse disaster was jam-packed with fan service elements while still offering a sincere and emotional Spider-Man narrative. No Way Home is the top live-action Spider-Man film, which is appropriate considering this is a tribute to all that has gone before it. Number 1. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings, which came in first, is the MCU's finest film of 2021. Shang-Chi was barely known to a small number of comic book fans before this film. Still, because of Simu Liu and Tony Leung's great performances as Shang-Chi and Wenwu respectively, the MCU version highlighted the character's finest characteristics. The film juggled issues of legacy and parental expectations, as well as presenting a whole new range of characters and eventually settling Iron Man 3's controversial Mandarin surprise. In 2021, the MCU was more diversified than ever, with new characters and new versions of old ones, mega blockbusters, and small-screen twisted comedy. With its genre-defining superhero blockbusters, the MCU movies strive to provide moviegoers with unique experiences. So do let us know which of these Marvel movies are your favorites in the comments down below, and I'll catch you guys later in another awesome video. Bye now!